Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. And surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of October. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. Let me begin by saying thank you to all our friends and family and our relations who would spend time to connect with us here on Johnny's Bite on every morning, and the trotro drivers, the taxi drivers, our lawyers, co-journalists, engineers, pharmacists, physicians, nurses, teachers, and everybody else who connect with us. We are grateful and proud that you connect with us. And thank you so much indeed for keeping up with us and for us to push the national agenda. I quickly want to talk to you about the Rosebank University. And it's at the Opebia, right in the heart of the capital city, Accra. It's adult Montessori, as I like to call it, international university. It gives you the opportunity to inspire excellence, and it gives you the opportunity to also be a star in your own right. It gives you the advantage that other universities will not give you. It's cozy, it's comfortable, and it's world-class, approved by GTEC, approved by the South African authorities, approved by City and Guilds, and you should pass by the school and take a tour of the school. It's so much, so beautiful. I don't know how else to describe it for you. Admissions are open for the January 2026 year, and you should connect with them. Quickly put the number out there so we can make a phone call. That's if you're calling from outside Ghana, it's +233 307 007 800. That's +233 307 007 800 or www.riuc.edu.gh. Inspiring confidence and excellence. And if you're calling from Ghana, it's 0307 007 800. That's 0307 007 800, and you can connect. Today I feel obliged to celebrate a very, very wonderful policeman who is also head of research and education at the Ghana Police Service, MTTD. Please put the picture up there. Senior Police Officer Alexander Obeng. I celebrate him today, and I always hold the view that we don't need to wait for people to be extinguished before we celebrate them. And so this morning I want to give him his flowers. Let's put his picture up there quickly. Let's celebrate him so that we can all see the great work that people are doing. There are bad police officers, but there are also some very, very good ones. This is a very good police officer, and we celebrate him along with his team who are doing all the great work at the police MTTD. Thank you very much for all the service that you provide for us. And then also the Queen who is King, COP Lady Adonko. Good morning, madam. Good morning to you. Now, Kozo, put the next content up there quickly. Let's have a quick look at it, because listen to the president.
We cannot invest. Now, I just want to also point out, we cannot invest so much money in improving our road network only for transporters to overload their trucks and destroy the roads in 3 to 5 years. We've seen new roads that are built, and once these trucks that are overloaded pass on them, within 3 to 5 years, the road is finished. Recently, Burkina Faso have implemented a new weight regulation. And so your trailer must not be longer than a certain length. It must not be wider than a certain length. And do you know what is happening? Trucks load from Takrady and from Tema and overload.
In the morning is on 92.
When they get to Burkina Faso border, they cannot enter because of the regulation the Burkinabes have introduced. So they bring 3 trucks from Burkina Faso and offload 1 truck into 3 trucks before they can enter Burkina Faso. There are trucks in this country that load 120 tons when the maximum load is supposed to be 50 tons. There is no road you can construct that will stand 20 tons per truck. And so I've told the roads minister, and it's going to be announced firmly in the budget, we'll consult the drivers union, the transporters. We must implement weight restrictions so that the roads that we build can last. And so next year we're going to introduce strict weight limitations so that these investments that we're making in our road sector would last for a lifetime. We are not going to waste taxpayers' money repairing these roads only for people who want to make as much money as possible to load 120 tons on a road and destroy that road within a short time. And so I'm just sending a signal. We're going to engage the stakeholders in the sector in order that we enforce the weight limits for our trucks so that they don't overload and destroy our road.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And this is leadership. I have bemoaned about this situation for a very, very long time because we woke up one morning on the 17th of November in a certain year, and a certain overzealous minister who was our minister for roads and highways, who is also a lawyer who should have known better, that the finance minister at the time had read the budget and the budget had not been approved by parliament. And he woke up one day, signed a letter to say that all the 38 tolling points in Ghana should be abolished because we wanted to pass e-levy. Is that what we call causing financial loss to the state? And I like this because we have allowed people to use our country as a conduit box. And they destroy the roads that we spend money taxing our people to come and construct. So I'm very much for this. I support this with 100 bags of cement, as they say on the streets. Mr. President, is it too late to introduce the road tolls again? Because people drive through our country. They are going to Burkina, they are going to the Ivory Coast, they are going to all those places, and they pay zero. Next to they don't pay anything. Mr. President, the next place you need to turn your attention to, respectfully, is those of our people who are at the axle load, checking points, all those places. I understand the national security has gone to take over. Rightfully, as you explained, 3 trucks come from the Burkinabe country, and they offload 1 truck onto 3 trucks. How do the people cross from Tema? Or how did they cross from Ivory Coast? How did they cross from all these places using such 120 tons? How did they do that? There are enablers within the system who allow them to do that. Enablers within the system who allow them to do that. And the poor Ghanaian people will be paying. So I'm happy, and I hope that Governor Kwame Agboja, who's a member of parliament for the Adaklu constituency and also roads minister, he would effect this immediately. Because the Ghanaian people cannot continue paying for all these expenses and they literally don't benefit from it. A while ago, Marina and I were discussing about the Temamoto Way. The Temamoto Way lasted for more than 50 years. These days, roads are constructed, and it's like they say in Chi, Ayebwachibidin. So, Mr. President, I like this new fight that you have taken, and I support you with 100 bags of cement. I support you. Kunzo, next content, please, quickly. Now, the Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General came to announce to us that our friends at the OSP has not presented the docket to him or his boss. And the conversation about corruption in this country, and I always want to make this a reference point. My good friend, may he rest in peace, going to play the video.
Chop it on the day of judgment. If you are an MP, wallahi, and you take a dime on that constituency and chop it on the day of judgment, you will account to the people. You will. And that is one thing many politicians are not aware of. If you take a dime that belongs to the state or the constituency on the day of judgment, you will account to every single individual who lives in that country or who lives in that constituency. Will you be able to justify this in the sight of Allah? Will you be able to do that? The challenges confronting us in this country is corruption. The challenges. I'm not a saint, but at least you do your possible best to avoid it. I don't have money. What I have, what I get is my salary. And wallahi, not a dime of Tamale Central has ever touched my tongue or bought a book for my son or my daughter. Because I know that I will account for it. And our society today, if you don't have money, you have no value in our society. The moment you are given appointment, your family thinks that their lives have changed. The moment you have a small opportunity, people think that you must provide. If you don't have, they disrespect you. And that has pushed several politicians to engage in corruption. That pushed people. And I am particularly worried. I am worried for myself as a Muslim. And I'm worried because which have I spent that I didn't need to spend? Which have I spent inadvertently or unknowingly that I shall account for it? That should be a profound worry. That should be a worry to everybody. But we don't seem to care. They don't respect you. Even your colleagues won't value you because they think that you don't have the money they have in this country. There are politicians who could not even rent a room. And then they are busy putting up skyscrapers. Haven't they been told about the death of other politicians? Haven't they been told that there are politicians who had it all and they are no more? That is something that is profound heavy on me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to play saint. Wallahi, Allah will bear me witness. Whatever I say genuinely. How would you be a leader? President Rawlings had unlimited power. He's gone. President Kufuor came, had power. He's gone. President Mills came, unfortunately by Allah's will, he's gone. President Mahama came, he's gone. Dr. Baumia came, he's going in 2024. Everybody will go.
These are very profound words. And if we will all be guided by these things and be honest with ourselves, we will find space and time to expose those who fleece the nation. A good man is gone, but his words live forever. This morning, you know that you have gone past the age of retirement. And very soon, I'll start showing the photos again. Because some of you, actually somebody, audit service somewhere in the Ashanti region, a Fija district, you have gone to swear an affidavit to change your date of birth. A senior government official called you and you told the person it is complicated. What is complicated about your age? And I will expose you. Because you are the people making the system too difficult. So you will be exposed. You are supposed to be an auditor. An auditor is supposed to be an upright person who looks at the documents and the proper books of account and all those things and identifies faults and actually holds people to book. You have gone to sign an affidavit, swear an affidavit, and you have changed your date of birth. A senior government officer, an auditor himself, he made a call to you and you told him that it is complicated. What is complicated about your age? What is complicated about your age? No, I'm asking you. If you know what is good for you, don't go to that office where you are past 60. Stay at home. Because I'll start putting the pictures up again with documentary proof. Are we not sad about it when young people cannot find work to do and old people who have gone? I'm not anti-age, I keep saying it. I don't care if you are a consultant, but to be running day-to-day affairs of a state institution and be telling us that your age is a complicated matter. No. Your age cannot be a complicated issue. Why would you even go to the extent of swearing an affidavit to lie about your age? Why would you do that? As a senior, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why? What example are you leaving for the younger ones like us to be learning? What kind of example is that? What kind of example is that? Why? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Please call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154.